Hey everybody, what's happening? I'm back with another quick film review for you, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Scream 7. Yes, I know, they're all the way up to number 7. Woo, it's been over 30 years since the late great Wes Craven brought us the original film, and it was written by Kevin Williamson, and Williamson is now the director of this latest installment, and he co-wrote the movie along with Guy Busick. The film stars a returning Neve Campbell as Sidney Prescott, once again, Isabel May, Jasmine Savoy Brown, Mason Gooding, Anna Camp, and McKenna Grace from the last two Ghostbusters movies, and Joel McHale, and Courtney Cox as well, returning as Gale Weathers. Now, this film, I'm not going to spoil anything, don't worry, but this film is, it's very mid, it's very meh, it's kind of just okay. It's not terrible, but it's not great. It's fairly predictable. There are some really good kills in this film, and that's kind of the saving grace of it. And it could have used a few more jump scares, though. I thought the jump scares were weak this time around. And then the ending was somewhat predictable. It was about half predictable. Of course, this time around, the film is all about not just going after Sydney so much as it is going after her daughter, Tatum, and her friends. So Ghostface, of course, he returns, and there's a very interesting, good use of AI in this film. That's good topical commentary on, how people can pretend to be somebody else, in any little video. So that's cool. I like that part about it. But the fact that the jump scares are weak and the plot is very predictable, the characters aren't that likable, or they're not really that smart. Although, there's always going to be stupid characters in a slasher, of course, you kind of have to have stupid characters in a slasher. Someone's got to die, in a dumb way, and, at least one person will. You always figure that's the case. Yeah, very mid. I thought it was just okay. It's still kind of clever at times in terms of, how it talks about the tropes and the cliches of horror movies and what to expect and watch out for, if you have sex or if you smoke weed or if you say, I'll be right back, you're going to be dead, kind of thing. And that's always been fun about this franchise. But I think maybe the Scream franchise is kind of running low on steam. I think it's running out of gas. It is nice that we get Neve Campbell back, because Barrera and Ortega had left, the franchise with the last film. But the last film, Scream 6, I thought was actually much better than this one. But this one's just, just turns out to be just okay. It's, nothing too great. I'm actually really looking forward to Scary Movie coming out. I can't wait to watch and review that one, as it's going to make fun of all these horror movies, that have been coming out over the last few years, especially like the slasher genre and everything, because it's been so successful. Like family movies and horror movies are the most successful movies at the box office, it seems, these days. So yeah, I don't blame them, going back to the well one more time for this one. Some things do work, but some things don't. It's a little too dark at times, and it just gets a little tired. It's just like, okay, all right, and, oh, gee, is there more than one Ghostface? Gee, like, that's such a predictable thing, that's not a spoiler, because everybody knows that happens in pretty much every Scream movie. So I'm going to say it's mid. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. It's worth watching once if you're a fan of the franchise, certainly, but it's not a must-see by any means either. So 6 out of 10. Decent horror flick, but nothing special. All right, guys, that's it for my quick review of Scream 7. And I thank you guys for tuning in. And until next time, peace.